I had a interview with Everything Bohemian, and she was saying how we was known for all of our pineapples and things like that,
Yeah.
and then they used to love us for our pineapples in the United
Yeah.
States and stuff, and watermelons and stuff like that. So, just our top three that you think we could get back to on a just a larger scale than we do now, of course.
I don't know if I have a top three, but I do have a top two. I know for certain that pineapples, we really need to get back on it. There is this one young lady I saw on Twitter. She has a pineapple farm in Eleuthera, and it's doing wonderfully, locally.
I
But
gotta find out.
Really,
You know,
you know what information so you
I,
get.
I wish I
We
did.
gotta find out.
Yeah.
We gotta target.
But like she's really doing the damn thing. But the thing is, a lot of shortcomings come from lower investments. A lot of your farming entrepreneurs, you see, that's out of pocket. And it's a big investment. We know, especially like understanding the specifics of crop production or even rearing animals, that is very expensive.
Definitely.
Costly.
Yes, and these are people who also have to work the 9 to 5 to have the investment money.
Right.
So the investment really is like the disconnect, providing farmers with the inputs that they need. So I think that's really the only thing that's stopping us from being global. But I know
Just
as
the capital,
of late,
basically.
yeah,
The capital.
as of late, I know BDB has been working very closely with a lot of farmers,
That's the
giving
Bahamas
them
Development Bank?
Bahamas Development Bank,
Right.
yeah. So they do a lot of like giving grants to a lot of farmers. Of course, you have to have your farming license and been in production for at least a year. So you get farming input so that you wouldn't have to go in your pocket. So that's one of the big disconnects that we do have with even reaching like that global scale. But my list would have to be pineapples and onions. When I tell you Androsian farmers could grow some onions, like these
Onion?
farmers like onion gods. Like, and I'm not even exaggerating, like the amount of onions and how well they can grow them. It is mind blowing.
That's
But
crazy.
in a lot of cases, you don't really see it that often in your marketplaces because a lot of these big name marketplaces, they are able to purchase onions elsewhere, like outside of just the local market.
Yeah, probably Florida. And
Yeah.
everywhere.
So I guess if it's cheaper, they're able to do that. But I think as of late, one thing that I could applaud the ministry for is now I'm not sure of the specifics of it, but they're, forcing these larger supermarkets to buy a certain percentage of their produce
locally? Right. That's
so
okay. So they're making sure some of that money stay
yeah,
home still.
absolutely. So
Well, as of recently, when was that implemented?
I don't know if it has been implemented as yet, but I know it's definitely something that they were talking about for some time. Well, not for some time, but at least about a year at this point. So maybe it is, and maybe I'm just like completely out of the loop. But it's definitely a conversation that they did have as it relates to allowing local farmers to make a lot more profit from their initial investment. So my top two would definitely be onions and pineapples.
Onions and pineapples. All right then. Top two then. I gotta write that down.
That's so
man.
crazy because I don't even eat pineapples, but I know onions. Onions is basically the foundation of every meal. But
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh,
that's-
sweet
that's-
potatoes.
that's-
You know what?
Sweet
Sweet
potatoes.
potatoes.
Sweet potato. Number 3, sweet potato. Why you say
Sweet
sweet potato?
potatoes.
You make
Why you say that?
Onions and sweet potatoes, a lot of them come from Andros.
Okay.
If you look at the sweet potato fields and the type of soil that we do have in a lot of the farms in Andros, sometimes you can just leave the sweet potato fields and let it do what it do, and you make a significant profit from that. So it's very low maintenance, and there's not a lot of initial investment that's involved in growing sweet potatoes. So low investment costs, very, very big yield. So that's definitely
That's crazy.
something that we can put on that list.